My name is Ms. Gaiman. I have some of our scholars that's from within our network. We have a special performance dedicated to all of you. Are you ready to see it? Let me ask you one more time. Are you ready to see it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy. This you can bear. You stood right beside us, yeah, and we won't forget. And we really love you. You should know. We gotta make sure you feel it. It's be the change. Now we had our good time. Always in there. Showing us love. We are so blessed. The sky is the limit. Oh yeah. We were born to be great. We'll accomplish our goals, yeah. It's be the change. We appreciate all of the support that comes from you. You know there's nothing we would not do. Whoa, yeah. Welcome to be the change. Oh, we're the generation ready to lead this world in peace and harmony. Welcome to be the change.
Welcome to Be the Change 2021, a virtual celebration of incredible moments and impactful change. My name is Charles Alumni, and I'm a proud sixth grader of Rice Academy and alumni of Spark Academy. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ryan Hill.
So when we first started out, this hallway was the entire school. This tiny little office was the office. These classrooms and these two down here were our 4 classrooms for 80 kids. And this entire hallway was where we had lunch, breakfast, where we had gym, and where we had any assembly where we had to get all the kids together. That was it. This is the whole school. We were young. We were 25 years old, wearing our jeans and t-shirts every day, and we knew that what we lacked in experience, we would have to make up for in extremely hard work. And we worked hard. So when we were one tiny little school with 80 kids in 4 classrooms, we didn't have all the things that our kids deserved. We didn't have a gym, we didn't have an auditorium, we didn't have science labs and art rooms. And we have all that now, thanks to our donors, thanks to our lenders, and thanks to everybody who's put in so much hard work to build out 14 schools in Newark, 4 schools in Camden, we now can provide our kids with the facilities and all of the opportunities they deserve. Over the years, the particulars have changed a lot. As you can see from the gray hair, we're not all 25 years old anymore. We have experts in everything from curriculum and instruction to special education to facilities and real estate. We have so much more know-how and so many more great people working for us than we did back then. But as much as things have changed, so much has stayed the same as well. We still commit to serving every single kid who walks through these doors. It's incredibly gratifying. Kids that we knew when they were 9, 10, 11 years old are now coming back and distributing vaccines in their community. They're coming back, they're teaching the children of tomorrow. They're on the school board, they're starting businesses. They're making this community better every single day, and they're showing the brilliance that we saw in them on that first day of school almost 20 years ago. We see our job as working with families to help our students become the very best they can be, to navigate an unfair world and to eradicate unfairness in the education system as well. That is a really hard job. It's a tall order, and it's hard for us, but it's especially hard for our kids, and that's why we're so incredibly proud of each and every one of them. 2 of the kids we're proud of are Umar Abari and Kendra Golson, but they're not kids anymore, as you'll see in a minute.
My name is Kendra, and I'm part of the graduating class of 2011.
My name is Kendra Golson. I'm a founding class of 2011 at NCA. I am currently a 4th grade math teacher at Seek Academy and math planner. I'm also a fiance and a new mom.
I was motivated by the idea that I was capable of being the change. I could help society to have a clear vision of what our world could be like if everyone decided to be the change.
One of the things that was super important to me and striking about KIPP was that they were preparing kids for college. I thought that was crazy because we were so young, but now I see that that's actually the way that I've chosen to live out my life, just sort of being inspired by like chasing the next dream and making every moment count. So in 2011, I graduated from NCA and I chose to attend Oberlin College in Ohio. I was part of the founding 4th grade class at Seek Academy, so this is now going to be my 5th 4th grade class that I'm teaching at Seek Academy. Founding 4th grade at Seek was a lot of hard work. It really put into perspective the amount of time and dedication that my teachers had to put in when we were founding as a 9th grade school.
I have attended public school, private school, and even a school in Ghana. But at teen, I actually started to feel like a genius. Today, I'm a mentor to a number of freshmen, the vice president of the student body. I am graduating as a member of the National Honor Society, and I've been accepted to over 10 colleges and universities across the nation.
My name is Umar Abari. I'm from the class of 2012. At the time that I did my original Be the Change speech, I was talking to 1,500 students, and now it's 7,000. That's so great because at the time I was talking to my younger brothers and sisters, but now I'm talking to our children. We're talking to the future, and it's a very humbling experience. It's a very humbling experience. Right now, I am a social impact coordinator for the Social Impact and Community Investment Department at RWJ Barnabas Health, promoting health equity within our communities. This is an impact that can make change. Instead of changing a life one OR at a time, I could do it multiple ORs. I could do it multiple systems at a time. So it just fit. I got into my #1 choice in 2012. I went to Seton Hall University, where I was a part of the Pre-Med, Pre-Dental Plus program. During my sophomore year, I became a father. My whole college experience has taught me who I am as a man, who I am as a son, who I am as a student. When my son was born, I realized that Seton Hall wasn't the perfect fit at the time. I thought it was my responsibility to take a leave of absence and cater to my son. We got to Rutgers, Newark, and that's where we graduated from. So it was like, it just brought us back home. Newark, born and raised, and Newark graduates. So it was perfect. It just felt right. And you know, I'm able to tell my son, hey man, I did it when I had you, so you don't have any excuse.
My family plays a big part of my life. My family is made up of blood relatives, classmates, teachers, and overall, the people that I love and care about.
So when my son was officially kindergarten ready, right? I selected KIPP because KIPP felt like home. It just felt right. It's where he belongs, and I wouldn't change it for the world. It's just where I needed him to be.
I was specifically stationed to be downstairs welcoming kindergartners who were being dropped off by parents. And so as I'm getting other kids out of the car, I notice a familiar face and I go, is that Umar? And then he's just like sitting in the car with Nafisa, and I see that they have their son in the back seat.
He was giving us the hardest time about going into the building, and the moment she came and held his hand, he just relaxed and went in. It felt like, wow, like our baby is going to school, and he just forgot about his parents in that split second. And you know, my feelings was hurt, but I wasn't I wasn't too hurt by it because I felt like he was in good hands.
That just felt like, wow, I'm walking in my peer's kid into school, and I know that they probably feel that their child is in good hands. You know, I'm a familiar face.
Kendra Golson is a good friend of mine, a good friend of my wife's, and it just felt so comforting.
And I think for me, that was a moment of like, it's really a full circle.
It just felt right. It felt like home again. And every time things feel like home for me, it just goes.
I've had the chance to see many different teachers and teaching styles throughout my life. And I think for me, the most impactful were my teachers at KIPP in a charter school. And I say that to say I wanted to be a part of that. I know how life-changing it was for many students who were not like myself, and school did require the extra support, the extra love, and that made a difference in the lives of many of my friends. I see that firsthand when we talk today and some of the stories that they share, and I mean, it brings them almost to tears about how impactful KIPP was for them. That is what drives me to work every day.
KIPP has given me so much, right? These are people that have held my child when he was a newborn. These are people that I can still talk to this day. I have direct contact with. I have a family from KIPP. You know, team and family wasn't just something that we said, it's something that we live, because these are the people that still impact my life to this day.
I also want to thank the believers, those who donate, those who advocate for KIPP and what we're doing here. Thank you for believing in the potential that our students have to change the world.
This work, this time that we put in, is all to promote equity and access to education for our young kids. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and let you know that the work is still here to stay. We got to keep going. Don't stop. Keep pushing forward.
Hi, I'm Drew Martin. I'm the founding executive director of the KIPP Cooper Norcross Academies here in Camden, New Jersey. I'm standing on the campus of Lanning Square, which houses Lanning Square Primary and Lanning Square Middle. We opened here in this 4-acre, 110,000 square foot building in the fall of 2015. And we could not be more proud to serve our community and the over 1,000 students that come to school here every single day. Team Academy was founded in 2002 with about 80 fifth graders. At the end of the first year, the results came in and they were through the roof. And there were a lot of naysayers that said, okay, you were able to do this with a group of fifth graders, but you can't do this with an entire middle school. I had the opportunity to found Rise Academy in the fall of 2006, our second middle school and our second school in Newark, New Jersey. And yet again, we produced phenomenal results for kids. And yet again, people questioned whether or not what we were doing was really something that could be done at scale. Great, you did that with middle schoolers. Can you do it with high schoolers? You did that with middle schoolers. Can you do that with elementary school? And what we found was parents, they wanted us to do the best that we could, providing the best education that we could for their kids. And people were trying to get on our waiting list. They were trying to enroll in our schools. And we kept opening schools, and we kept doing the very best that we could on behalf of our kids in Newark, New Jersey. In 2012, then we got a phone call from George Norcross, asking us to come to Camden, New Jersey and open a set of schools. And we said no. We had no interest in coming to Camden. We were entrenched in Newark, New Jersey. We were committed to the kids and families that we were serving, and we were committed to growing and serving more kids in Newark. But the calls kept coming in, and we finally said, you know what? We'll come down to Camden, we'll tour around, we'll learn a little bit about it. And we came down here, and we met people in the community. We learned more about the city, and we decided that we had to find a way to grow to open more schools in Camden, New Jersey, and serve more kids and more families in this community that needed a great school. A lot has changed since 2006 and 2021. The things that haven't changed are we still have a lot of teachers that care passionately about kids and families and the communities that they serve. But we're also able to provide something in 2021 that we were unable to provide in 2006, like art and music and sports. We have phenomenal sports programming and extracurricular programming here at our schools, and we have the facilities to make sure that our kids can experience those many different opportunities inside and outside of our schools. Our teachers still care passionately about our kids, but we now have the resources to provide the holistic education that our kids and families deserve. I've served in the role of Executive Director of the KIPP Cooper Norcross Academies here in Camden, New Jersey for the last 7 years, and it has been a powerful experience to be able to serve our kids and communities. I'm excited for next year when we merge our two cities, Newark and Camden, for the opportunities that will come from us collaborating between our two cities, the opportunities to collaborate and to innovate and serve kids in both Camden and Newark, New Jersey even better. I've known Bernice Hightower since she was 10 years old. I've gotten to know her and her family very well over the course of the last nearly decade. And in getting to know Bernice, one thing that stands out very clearly is how strong her voice is. I remember when she won the Rise Oratory Contest in middle school. I also remember getting the opportunity with my family to go see her perform Shakespeare at her high school, Lawrenceville High School. Bernice's skills have stood out for as long as I've known her. We've been proud to offer the experiences and opportunities, like the oratory contest that we had at Rise, to let her voice shine. I've been so proud of all that Bernice has accomplished since she was 10 years old, and I cannot wait to see what she does with her voice when she's in college and in her career.
I plan on being great. I care not to be less. I want to be a black woman who can flip it from urban to corporate measures. A black woman who doesn't gain knowledge from the world for her own pleasures. A black woman who reps Christ to the fullest with no regrets.
Hi, my name is Bernice Hightower. I attended Rise Academy for middle school, and I'm currently a senior at the Lawrenceville School. I think my high school experience has been such an amazing one and also a really unique one, especially getting to live in a dorm as a high schooler. You know, I think it's also been a really challenging one.
How ironic would it be to stay at home and safely wait out this pandemic, only to be killed for jogging like Ahmaud Arbery? Or to be killed in my own home like Breonna Taylor. Or to have the cops called on me for politely asking a white woman to follow the rules like Christian Cooper.
I'm really grateful for the time that I've had at high school, you know, getting to form those really close connections with my teachers, getting some really cool experiences, getting to have the resources really close by to me and things like that. But I do think I'm ready for a change of pace, which is why next year I will be attending Howard University. I'm really excited for my next chapter in my life, so yay.
Okay, so we have our next topic up here because we have to talk about the Be the Change auction. Guest speaker Ben Cope. Is Ben Cope in this meeting?
Hey guys, so good to see all of you. So you all know how I'm always in charge of the Be the Change auction. Well, it's happening right now, and I need your help. It's been a tough year at KIPP, and we really need to raise $150,000 to support our schools, our students, and your alumni peers. Would you guys be able to help me out? We can write a fun skit, I can rap, we dance.
Oh, no. All right, Cope, I heard you. We have a goal. We can do it. Alumni Network got it. I mean, you've been doing this since like 1975. I feel like it's kind of time we get some new blood up in there. Matter of fact, Naila, you can actually just put him in the waiting room and we can figure it out.
No, wait, no.
I know we can do this together. With all of you watching right now, we can beat that goal and support more than 7,000 of our teammates and thousands of our alumni peers. So all night, you've been seeing text messages pop up on your screen about how to give. So we'll tell you once more. Text KIPP NJ, KIPP NJ to 56512 to make your gift. And if you look down below, you'll see a thermometer that's tracking our progress tonight. But what does a gift mean to KIPP?
Now, let's start with classrooms. $25,000 for a classroom means that an entire classroom is sponsored for a year. And with 3 new schools we have opening next year, this will be a really big help.
And $10,000 to KTC counselors? That means that alumni will have a counselor to coach them through their post-college decisions.
$5,000 opens up a bunch of new seats. A new seat means that there are more students and more families that can join us next school year.
And $1,000 for book stipends mean that alumni can pay for books and other supplies for college classes. And those book stipends do help.
$500 for laptops means that each student can have their own laptop to use for classes. Or that $500 will help us to replace a broken laptop for a student. $150 for school supplies means that students will have the supplies that they need for classes.
But guys, we can't just talk about it. We've been spending the last year connecting with our fellow alumni, promoting businesses, hosting network events, providing job resources. I think it's time we give back too.
And I think together we can donate $150 to help kick off this auction. So I'm getting ready to text it in right now.
And I mean, if you can't donate money, please consider donating your time or resources. You can fill out this form and commit to opening internships at your company, mentoring an alum, or even helping out with a paid externship for an alum. Awesome! Look who else is supporting. I see Abby and Kevin Kelly texted in. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
And some generous gift from the Colucci family for our fellow alumni. This is great. The totals keep climbing. Just keep climbing.
Just as I predicted, we've gotten such a great start to the auction, so we can move on with our meetings. Wait, is Cope still in the waiting room? Okay, well, I mean, I guess the people got the hint that he's fired and he's been replaced, so we can definitely move on with our agenda.
We have to say thanks first to everyone. Thank you to all of our attendees tonight, to our board members, to our volunteers. Thank you to our generous supporters, the Hanini Group and M&T Bank, also to AEA, Assurian, Duff & Phelps, Intech, JP Morgan Chase, Lowenstein Sandler, and also Prudential.
And don't forget about our amazing teachers in the room, especially Ms. Gaiman and Mr. Brookins, who kicked off tonight's event with the video that they produced for us.
And thanks to our incredible parents and family members in the room too. And of course, our hardworking kids, because you all deserve a shout out more than anyone this year.
Thanks to all of you who are living and being the change daily. Be the Change has raised more than $9 million over the years. And that's all because of you. So thank you from all of us and all of the future KIPP alumni in years to come. Have a good night.